Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and we are gathered here tonight for this is almost a Hey You Up trivia night. It's the equivalent of a Hey You Up trivia night. We planned this yesterday, but the beauty of the hot seat round is that the rest of the game doesn't take much to put together. So let's go ahead, let's play a little bit of hot seat head-to-head trivia. No, head-to-head trivia. A hot seat three-way. No, that doesn't sound right either.
Nah.
We'll come up with a name. Let's go ahead. Let's meet our three contestants. First up, Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Mont, my friend. How you doing? What are you drinking?
Chris, I'm doing well. Happy to be here tonight and super excited about this particular beverage. I picked these up a couple months ago, and I've been waiting for it to cool down enough for it to be Imperial Stout weather. Ooh. And then I was listening to a friend of me trivia episode, an old friend of me trivia episode the other day, and I forget who it was, but somebody said, screw stout weather. I'm just going to have a stout. I don't care if it's the middle of summer. And I was like, I'm going to start adopting that philosophy. But for now, it is stout weather, so I can drink this with impunity. Anyway, this is called the Fat Elvis. It is out of Martin House Brewing Company from Fort Worth, Texas. It is an imperial stout with bacon, banana cream, and peanut butter flavors and lactose.
What are you doing to me?
I'm sorry. I know. When I picked these up, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. But this checks in at 12% ABV, so it could be an interesting night.
Fingers crossed for interesting. All right, next up, we're going to head out west. Albert, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I'm doing pretty good, but I was listening to the podcast about a week or so ago, and you guys' security is pretty lax. I mean, you guys had some guy try to impersonate me and was like trying to drink my beer and then completely failed on like really easy movie questions. So I don't necessarily really appreciate it. I mean, if the gentlemanly thing would be to take me out to dinner if you're going to fuck me, but I'm here anyway. It's fine. I'm here anyway. It's fine.
That was a bad time to take a sip of my beer.
So I'm pretty good. I guess Mike and I decided to have the same wavelength because I decided to bring out my Smash Pumpkin bourbon barrel age, which they do not make anymore, as I found out last week. So the only way to drink this 10.5, and by the way, if you've had the regular Smash Pumpkin, it's great, but the barrel age is really where it's at. But if you ever go to the tap room there in Portland, what they'll do is they'll actually pour it into what I'm doing tonight. They'll pour it into a cinnamon sugar rim glass.
Yeah.
Like a latte.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it is gold, which is surprising, but it is delicious. And,
that looks amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the sugar rim seems like an absolute joke, and I felt like a basic white girl doing it, but it is incredibly delicious. So.
You ever done the pumpkin bomb where you take the pumpkin beer and you drop a shot of Goldschlager in it and you
wow. No, I thankfully have not.
Yeah, I did it one time. I would recommend doing it one time just for the experience.
Wow.
You lost me at Goldschlager.
Does sound interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Would you say, Chris, I lost you at Goldschlager?
You lost me at Goldschlager.
That's fair.
I can't do it. Sorry. All right, we had some unfortunate technical difficulties. Apparently, the internet in Wisconsin is about as effective as the Brewers in the playoffs.
As a Dodgers fan, God bless you.
Sorry, Siege.
That's so mean.
You guys took pictures after beating us with the L flag. You had that coming.
Still salt on the wound.
Yes. Salt from the pickle beer in the wound. So, Siege, unfortunately, my friend, his internet gave out on him. We will move forward. It's going to be a hot seat head-to-head matchup between Mike and Albert. And that means that you're not both going to play the pregame. We're still going to go odds and evens, but there's still going to be, in this case, 7 points available to each of you.
Okay.
So you'll each get 5 questions, and there will be bonus points at the end of those 5 questions.
Alrighty.
Fair enough.
So we've already gone through the how you doing, what you drinking 45 minutes ago, but we are going to go ahead and get started with our pregame. And your pregame category is geography.
Great.
Of course it is.
A little Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, great.
Geography, woo! My favorite category.
Here's how this is going to go. I am going to name a European country. You have to tell me, does that European country have a greater or smaller population compared to the city of Istanbul?
Okay, interesting.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. I'm not going to tell you what the population is. I'm not actually going to tell you if you're right or wrong until the end of the game.
Huh. Okay.
Hold on. Until the end of the pregame.
Interesting.
All right. So you're going to go blind through this until we get to the answer round. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
I'm
Albert, you
terrified.
are the visitor here. So do you want odds or evens in your pregame?
I'll take odds.
All right. Question number 1. Does this country have a greater or smaller population than the city of Istanbul? Your country is Portugal.
I'm assuming it's going to have Portugal is going to have more people than Istanbul.
Okay. Mike, question number 2. Your country is the Netherlands.
Netherlands. I mean, it's really only got like one major city, but I still feel like, I'm going to say bigger as well.
Question number 3. Albert, your country is Belgium.
I'm going to assume that. I guess I'm going to assume Belgium has more people than Istanbul.
All right. Question number 4. Mike, your country is Romania.
Ooh, okay, interesting one. Romania. I mean, it's a decent sized country, but I don't know how densely populated it is. We've had three biggers. I don't know if any of them are right, but I'm just going to say smaller for the sake of mixing it up.
All right. Question number 5. Albert, your country is Austria.
Austria. So we got a couple of big cities in there. I'm going to assume that Istanbul has. Oh, boy. I'm going to assume Istanbul has more people than Austria.
Number 6. Mike, your country is Poland.
I'm going to say Poland is smaller. I'm going to say Istanbul has more people than Poland.
Number 7. Albert, your country is Belarus.
Okay. Belarus. I'm going to assume that Istanbul has more people than Belarus.
Number 8. Mike, your country is Sweden.
Sweden. So what I've kind of done in my head is I've ballparked an estimate of how many people I think might live in Istanbul. And now that's kind of where and I may be way off, but I'm just kind of like comparing that to these countries. But I don't know the population, really realistically don't know the population of any of the countries either. I could maybe ballpark it, but I'm going to say Sweden is, I'm going to say Sweden smaller too than Istanbul.
Question number 8. Albert, your country is Spain.
There's no way that Istanbul is bigger than Spain. Spain's bigger.
Question number 10. Mike, your country is Denmark.
Ooh. I mean, now it's kind of like, okay, you give me Denmark and you gave me Sweden. I feel like if I said Sweden was smaller, I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like Denmark is I think of it as less populous. I don't know why. Maybe it's more that it's just smaller. I don't know. But I feel like I went smaller with Sweden. I'm inclined to go smaller with Denmark as well.
Denmark is definitely smaller than Sweden.
Okay. Now, before we get the answers, I just named 10 countries. I will give you 1 bonus point each if you can tell me which of those 10 countries is the most populous and which of those countries is the least populous.
All right, I will lock in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
All right. I'm going to read this back one by one. So we start off, Albert, you had the odd number question. So we're going to go through your odd answers first. Question number 1, or country number 1 is Portugal. You said that Portugal had a bigger population than Istanbul. Now that the answers are in, I can tell you Istanbul has an estimated population of 15.7 million people.
Oh, I was almost dead
Wow.
on. I said I'm going to ballpark it between 15 and 18. So I was actually pretty close.
I was thinking like 14. Yeah.
Portugal has a population of roughly 10.7 million people. So, Albert, you're not getting question number 1. Question number 3, Albert, your country was Belgium. You said Belgium had a higher population. Belgium has a population of 11.9 million people.
Wow.
So you're 0 for 2.
And I already
Number
lost my
5, you had Austria. You said Austria had a smaller population than Istanbul. Austria comes in with a population of 9.2 million people. So you got a point there.
Okay.
Number 7 is Belarus. Albert, you said Belarus had a smaller population than Istanbul. Belarus is a large country by land area, and it has 9.1 million people. So you got the point there. And number 9 was Spain. You said Spain had a greater population than Istanbul, and it does. 48.8 million people.
Okay.
Yep.
Mike, your first country listed was the Netherlands. You said the Netherlands had a greater population than Istanbul. This is question number 2. The Netherlands has a population of 17.9 million people. So you get the point there.
I thought that I had a feeling that would be pretty close.
Number 4 was Romania. Mike, you said Romania had a smaller population than Istanbul. Romania has a population of 19.07 million people. Romania is an incorrect answer.
Damn. Okay.
Romania has more people. And then number 6, Mike, we went with Poland. You said Poland had a smaller population than Istanbul. Poland has a population of 36.5 million people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Number 8, Mike, you had Sweden. You said Sweden had a greater population, or smaller population than Istanbul. Sweden does have a smaller population than Istanbul at 10.5 million people. And honor system here, we're going to go honor system after this for your lock-ins. Mike, you said Denmark had a smaller population than Istanbul. Denmark came in at just shy of 6 million people.
Yeah.
You're each going to pick up 3 so far. Mike, what country did you have for the most and least populous?
Well, most I got right because I thought it was Spain with a bullet. And then I said Belgium for the lead. It's funny because I was actually between Belgium and Denmark, and I went the wrong way.
You also had Belarus and Austria and Portugal in there before Belgium.
No, I know, but I'm just saying Denmark. If I had said Denmark instead of Belgium, I'd have been correct.
Albert, what did you have for your most and least populous?
I said Spain and Denmark.
There you go.
Nice.
If you can't tell, most and least populous, the last 2 you had to remember. It's all you had to do is remember the last 2.
I didn't even think of that. That's funny.
Albert, you're going to pick up 5. Mike, you're going to pick up 4 as we move into hot seat round number 1. Hot seat round is 15 minutes, a nonstop barrage of trivia, questions, and answers. If we have an odd number of questions, we will even that out. Gentlemen, are we ready?
We're ready.
Hell yeah.
All right. We're going to get right into this right now. And Mike, do you want to go odds or even? Do you want to go first or second in hot seat round 1?
I'll go first.
All right. Here we go. Mike, who wrote the songs All Along the Watchtower performed by Jimi Hendrix, Make You Feel My Love, performed by Adele, and As Long as the Grass Shall Grow, performed by Johnny Cash.
Pretty sure Bob Dylan performed all those songs himself too, but Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's the correct answer. Albert, though it has been proven to be a myth, which physical act is commonly believed to be illegal in the British Houses of Parliament, even though you can't help it?
Farting?
Not a bad guess. Dying.
Even better.
Mike, which of the big four U.S. sports is commonly referred to as the thinking man's game?
Did you say big four
U.S. sports.
U.S.? Okay. I guess that would have been the gentleman's game, and it's not one of the big four U.S. sports. So it's got to be baseball.
Baseball is correct. Albert, beyond our moon, which planet in our solar system was discovered to have its own moon when it was first observed by Galileo?
Oh boy. I'm gonna assume Jupiter.
Well, there are drops in her hair. Jupiter is the correct answer. Mike, according to Greek mythology, Persephone was forced to spend time in Hades after eating the seeds of what fruit?
Oh, damn. I know what I always want to say for some reason, and it's always wrong. And I can never remember what the correct answer is, but since I can't think of anything else, I'll just say it anyway. Pomegranate.
Pomegranate's a correct answer.
Okay, maybe I'm conflating it with something else that I always get wrong.
All right, Albert, heading over to you here. Brothers Colin and Johnny Greenwood are not related to famed country singer Lee Greenwood, but they are founding members of what band?
This is one of those beautiful moments that just happens to be in my wheelhouse. Johnny Greenwood is my favorite guitarist. I have a Johnny Greenwood guitar. I've been to more of this show than I think I've ever seen in my life. It's Radiohead.
Radiohead is a correct answer. Mike.
Incredible show, too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Lee Greenwood comparison was a little funny.
That is really funny.
It is pretty good.
Mike, what actor appeared in Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile, and The War of the Roses, along with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner?
I'm sitting here like I've got Kathleen Turner or Michael Douglas locked into my head, and then you throw me for a loop on that one. But I think is it Danny DeVito?
It is Danny DeVito. Yeah. Nicely done. Albert, which song written by Paul McCartney and performed by the Beatles has been covered by over 2,200 different artists?
Written by Paul McCartney and performed by the Beatles?
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm like looking at the trap. It has to be Yesterday, no?
It is their most covered song. Yesterday's the correct answer. Mike.
I was like, it's credited to Lennon McCartney, so it's
I know, that's why I was worried. I was like, it's going to be Lennon.
Yeah.
Mike, which organization once run by Julian Assange is described by its leader as, quote, a giant library of the world's most persecuted documents?
So when I hear the name of this, I always think of Lemmy Winks, the little gerbil from South Park, but it's WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks is correct. Albert, what was the name of the toy ball made of rubber filaments attached to a soft rubber core that was launched in 1988?
Was that like a koosh?
Koosh ball is what we're looking for. Nice
ball.
Took me a
so
minute.
Lost. Yeah. I don't know if I'd gotten there. Nice job.
Mike, what Grammy winner composed the Tarzan soundtrack?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins is correct. Albert, Kate Bush had a number one hit in 1979 with a song inspired by which Emily Bronte novel?
Sense and Sensibility.
Unfortunately, I can only name one Emily Bronte novel. Thankfully, it's this one. We're looking for
Worthington Heights. Yeah.
Mike, according to Jackie Wilson, who is, quote, so fine, really sweet, and the finest girl you ever want to meet?
Oh
Albert,
God.
you kind of got screwed by going second here.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every time.
Shoot. I'm not pulling. I'm going to know it as soon as you say it's Susie Q, but it's not right.
Albert for no points.
Is it the finest silver from the north of Spain? Am I even right? Is it brandy?
No, we're looking for
Oh.
Riet Petite. That came out in
Oh, I
1957.
literally
Oh my
was
God,
just
holy
yeah, that's
wow.
right. Dang it. I
Wow,
knew
yeah.
I was literally just listening to a podcast episode about that song a couple days ago, and I was like, it's that Jackie Wilson song, and it's not right. Yeah.
Mike, starting in the comics, but then morphing into the television series. Oh, sorry, Albert. Yes, sorry, Albert.
Yeah,
Starting
I
in
don't
the
like this
comics-
question. You can give it to Mike. Fine.
Starting in the comics, but then morphing into the television series. Barry Allen, aka The Flash, has been known to keep his superhero suit inside what unique item?
Oh my God, I dressed up as a Flash as a kid. Now I got to figure this out. I don't know. Is a utility belt?
Oh, close. Even smaller. He keeps it inside of a ring.
Ring. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Mike. Famous boxer Julio Cesar Chavez hails from what country?
Mexico?
Mexico is a correct answer. Albert, heading over to you next. Aged 73 when she passed away in 2012, who was listed as the matriarch, who is often referred to as the matriarch of R&B following a career spanning almost 6 decades?
I have to say Aretha Franklin. No.
Ooh, not a bad guess. We're looking for Etta James.
Of course. Yeah.
Mike. The best Cockney accent ever. Dick Van Dyke's Bert had what profession in Mary Poppins?
He was a chimney sweep.
I was going to do the accent. I can't do the accent.
I almost said it in the accent. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Not going to try. This is 12% ABV. That was not going to come out well.
Albert, what two sportswear brands were founded by rival German brothers named the Dasslers?
Adidas. Sorry.
For two.
Adidas and oh crap. Is it Fila?
No, it's Adidas and Puma.
Puma. Damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, moving on to you here. Which science fiction television show pits humans against Cylons?
I've heard it's not a show I watched, but I've heard Cylon. Babylon 5?
Tim is very mad at you.
Oh, that's why I fucking heard it. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, this is Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. It was
Albert.
I knew I had the B in my head. I got the
Would have
wrong.
known that one.
Yeah.
Albert, within 3 years either way, how young was Britney Spears, or how old was Britney Spears when she first appeared on Broadway?
She appeared on Broadway? Okay. Let's say 13.
That is within 3 years. She was 12 years old.
Wow, nice.
Mott, what popular boy band was discovered by Simon Cowell?
One Direction?
One Direction is a correct answer. Albert, what ancient wonder was built by King Nebuchadnezzar II in Babylon?
Is that the Hanging Gardens?
That is the Hanging Gardens. Mike, who was the only villain to appear in all 3 of Christopher Nolan's Batman films?
All 3, huh? I remember there's one I can remember from the first 2, and he's the only one that I definitely remember the first 2. I don't remember the third one, but I'm going to say Scarecrow.
Scarecrow is correct. He's holding court on the ice when they're making them walk across, and Dark Knight Rises.
That's right. That's right.
Albert, heading over to you. Which yummy Naples specialty was first sold in America by Gennaro Lombardi in 1905 on Manhattan's Spring Street? On Manhattan's Spring Street. Words are tough.
Gosh. I don't know. I'm going to say an Italian ice.
Not a bad guess. When you think of Naples, you think of Napoli, you're thinking of pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
When
Yep.
I'm thinking that's like a dessert. Okay. Yeah.
When-
All right. That's fair.
when you hear it as maple instead of Naples the first time,
That
you
helps,
get really
yeah.
confused.
Mike, the radical communist movement that violently took over power and ruled Cambodia from 75 to 1979 was called what?
Oh gosh. Shit. Khmer Rouge.
Khmer Rouge is the correct answer.
It's like it's something Rouge. It took me a second.
Albert, what Asian country hosted both the 2008 Summer Olympics and the 2022 Winter Olympics?
2008. What the heck? 2008 and 2012 winter. Why am I blanking on this? Is it 2012 winter?
It must
That
have been
wouldn't-
2012. Hold on.
It would have to be 20.
No, it's 2022.
Oh,
2022.
2022.
And then 10. It's every 2 years. Winter, summer alternates.
Oh, so 2022 Winter Olympics.
The 2022
Yeah,
Winter
that was-
Olympics, and 2008 Summer.
That had to be Japan then.
It was not. It was China.
China.
Both
Oh, of course.
2008
Oh,
and 2022 were both in Beijing.
I was thinking 24. Yeah. Okay.
Mike,
Yeah.
what African country's struggle with famine was widely televised in 1984?
Ethiopia?
Ethiopia is correct. Albert, what was the main language spoken in ancient Rome?
God, am I going to be an idiot if I say Latin?
Latin is the correct answer. Mike, Tenerife is the largest island in what archipelago? A territory of Spain off the coast of Africa.
Oh my gosh.
Albert, do you know this one too?
Yes, it's just like every single time he gets one that's hard, I'm like, yeah, of course it is. Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like I should know this.
Yes, you should.
I know. Canary Islands?
Yes, it
Canary
is.
Island is the correct answer.
I was that's what my brain was telling me, but it just didn't
Albert,
stick right away.
what is the name of the Italian dessert made with coffee-soaked ladyfingers and mascarpone cheese?
Oh, my favorite dessert ever, tiramisu.
It's second to key lime pie, but that is a correct
Oh,
answer.
God, yeah.
Key lime pie is good too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Blue
Mike.
Heaven in Key West.
In the quality inspection process known as candling, which type of food is held up to a bright light?
An egg?
An egg is a correct answer. Albert,
Hold on.
Key West, Florida is considered the southernmost point in the continuous U.S. In what U.S. state would you find the place in the lower 48 that claims to be the northernmost point in the continuous U.S.?
I'm going to assume Maine?
It is not. It's Angle Inlet, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There's a little part of Minnesota that juts up.
Wow.
into
Juts up, yep.
Yeah, okay.
In
Wow.
fact, I think that's why Canada invaded in Canadian bacon. We're going to move right along. Mike, finish the quote from the film Ghostbusters. Do, Ray.
Egon, and that's Ghostbusters too, but
Sorry.
you're good.
Yes, that is correct. Albert, love and secrets, horror and compassion all unfold against the haunted landscape of post-war Germany. What is the title of this book turned Kate Winslet film?
The only thing is that Hideous Kinky? No. The hell is the name of that? Yeah, I'll say Hideous Kinky. That's not right.
No, she won the Oscar for her portrayal in the film The Reader.
The Reader.
The
Yeah.
Reader. Yeah.
Hideous Kinky's
Mike.
a hell of a pull though. That's like
Yeah.
old school Kate.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I think of. Yeah.
That does bring us to the end of Hot Seat Round 1.
Good round, good round.
Mm-hmm.
In that round, Albert, you're going to pick up 8. That brings you to a score of 13. Mike, you're picking up 15. That brings you to 19. So it is a 19-13 lead for Mike Mott. I was trying to come up with a middle name for you there, and I just blanked on it. So
Ignatius, yeah.
I've done Ignatius before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you've done Ignatius before.
Yeah, I gotta. Mike Loquacious Mott. Loquacious works.
There you go.
We are moving on to our halftime round, and we're going to do a game that I've been playing recently because I really enjoy it. This game is called Alliterative Names.
I'm terrible at this. Here's where Albert takes his.
So Albert, here's how this part
Scared.
works. If you have not heard this before, I am going to read you 5 clues. The person, place, or thing's name that answers those 5 clues will be an alliteration. If we're talking about people, It is their first and last name only, so I will take middle names out of it.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the letters that these 5 clues, that answer these 5 clues. I will give them alphabetical order. And you have to tell me not only what letter matches, but you have to actually give me the alliteration that answers the clue. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if I said the famous winner of the 2016 World Series, we know the answer would not be the Brewers. It would be the...
Chicago Cubs, I hope.
Yes, it would not be the Cleveland Guardians either, Tim.
That's not
Sorry.
alliterative.
No, I'm getting my digs in where
And
I
the
can. Although,
Miami
yes,
Marlins haven't won.
I understand that sh and k. I'm looking just for they start with the first letter.
Yeah,
I'm using
first
the term
letter,
alliteration rather liberally,
Yep.
or incorrectly, as some people would tell me.
Sure.
But here we go. Your letters are A as in Alpha, J as in Juliet, M as in Mike, S as in Sierra, and W as in whiskey. Your first clue. This professional wrestler, known for his catchphrase slapnuts, or calling people slapnuts, is perhaps better known for once having Taylor Swift as a babysitter. Number 2. Stage name of British singer and frontman Stuart Leslie Goddard, whose band had a 1980 album titled Kings of the Wild Frontier, and it hit number 1 in the UK. Clue number 3. A former vaudeville performer who rose to fame as a newspaper gossip columnist and radio news commentator in the 1930s. Clue number 4. The real name of Hollywood icon John Wayne. And clue number 5. Fictional Marvel Comics character created by Jack Kirby in 1966, who saw their big screen debut in 2007.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so mad right now.
Lock in when you're ready. All right. I'm going to read the clue, and then I will ask you for your answers. Starting with clue number 1. A professional wrestler known for his catchphrase slapnuts, or calling his opponents slapnuts, is perhaps better known for once having Taylor Swift as a babysitter. Mike, what did you go with?
I don't watch wrestling. I don't know wrestling. So I went to grab another beer. This is also alliterative in a sense. It is an amber ale. It is from the Main Channel Brewing Company just up the road here in Guntersville, Alabama. I did not know on this one, but I managed to figure out the other 4 letters, I'm pretty sure. So I just locked in with John Gina.
Albert, you want to tell them the correct answer?
So I don't listen to Taylor Swift, and all the news I know about Taylor Swift, I do not take like willingly. But this came up like a couple months ago, and I want to say I know his last name's Jarrett. It's like, I think it's between 2. I think it's Jeff Jarrett.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett is a correct answer.
I actually have heard that name, but
Yeah.
I had not heard that little nugget of gossip, I suppose.
Yep. He calls people slapnuts, but he was also, for a while there, he was hitting people over the head with guitars. So, you know.
Oh, cool.
Classic bad guy vibes. Although I haven't watched wrestling seriously in probably 20 years, and that's how old he is. I think he's actually still wrestling. We're moving on to clue number 2. Stage name of British singer and frontman Stuart Leslie Goddard, whose band had a 1980 album, Kings of the Wild Frontier, that hit number 1 in the UK. Albert, let's start with you. What was your answer?
Yeah, he also had the song Goody Two Shoes. I think this is Adam Ant.
Mike.
Took me a while to get there, but I also eventually got to Adam Ant.
Adam Ant is a correct answer. Number 3. A former vaudeville performer who rose to fame as a newspaper gossip columnist and radio news commentator in the 1930s. Mike.
I think his name is Walter Winchell.
Albert.
Yeah, so this is the last 2 that I had to trouble with, and I originally put in Wonder Woman thinking it was that, so I just left it as Wonder Woman because I could not pull this at all.
No, that is, Mike, you're correct, Walter Winchell. All right, number 4. The real name of Hollywood icon John Wayne. Albert.
Yeah, so I this is my alma mater. And they always repeat that to us every time we go to the Coliseum. This is Marion Morrison.
Mike.
Knew the first name was Marion, was never pulling the last name. I just said Marion Miller.
Marion Morrison is a correct answer. Albert picks up the 4 points there. Going on to the last question. Question number 5. A fictional Marvel Comics character created by Jack Kirby in 1966 who saw their big screen debut in 2007. Mike.
I had the extreme misfortune of seeing that big screen debut.
Me too.
His quote unquote rise. This is the Silver Surfer.
Albert.
I loved Silver Surfer as a kid, but when I saw that movie, it sucked. And I was between two, so I said Silver Surfer and Wonder Woman, so I put in Silver Surfer here.
The Silver Surfer is a correct answer.
Nice job.
So I have got, Albert, you're picking up 4 correct answers. That'll give you 16. Mike, you're picking up 3. That'll give you 12.
Yep. We have a tie game. I think.
No, I think I'm still behind.
Okay. I thought it was 1915 going in, but maybe
I
I'm
picked
wrong.
up
29-31.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So 29-31, Mike, you got a 2-point lead. That means, Albert, we're back to you for hot seat round 2. You want first or second?
I want to do whatever I didn't do last time, so whatever that is. Because
so
I won all his questions.
Mike went first last time, so you're going to go first this time.
Oh, fuck. Okay, great.
The confidence is radiating out of him.
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right. 15 minutes on the clock, a nonstop barrage of trivia questions, and hopefully some answers are coming your way. Time begins after I read your first question. Albert, this one's to you. Here we go. Albert, what Oscar-winning actor visited Iraq in 2002 on a, quote, fact-finding mission?
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn is a correct answer.
Took me a second, then I started laughing.
Mike, in what year did thousands of baby boomers flock to San Francisco for the so-called Summer of Love?
The Summer of Love was 1967.
67 is correct. Albert, give me the double birds on that one. Albert, Rudy Stevens became a famous actress, model, and dancer under which stage name?
Oh, good God. Rudy Stevens. Wow.
This is a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. I have absolutely no idea. Model and actress. So, yeah, I got nothing.
Ooh, the only reason I wrote this question because I've heard the name before. And I didn't know what it was, what they were from. The name we're looking for is Barbara Stanwyck.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're heading over to you.
Yeah.
What film producer of the 1970s was the subject of the 2002 documentary "The Kid Stays in the Picture"?
Film producer 1970s. You said producer? Sidney Lumet. I don't know.
Oh, no, that'd be Robert Evans.
Oh, okay. Not
Albert, heading over to you. After an altercation with Hard Copy, what television turned movie star lobbied against tabloids and star stalking television shows?
Oh, wow. Boy, I can't pull it. No.
That'd be George Clooney.
Oh,
Mike.
Wow.
What is Paul McCartney's middle name?
James?
No, his middle name is actually Paul.
Oh, it's James Paul McCartney. That's why. Yep.
Albert, heading over to you. The best-selling arcade game of all time was launched in Japan in 1980. What game was it?
I'm hoping it's Pac-Man.
It is Pac-Man. Mike, heading back over to you here. The Copacabana Beach is a famous location in which country?
The Copacabana Beach is in Brazil.
Brazil is the correct answer. Albert. When Walt Disney was a child, what character did he play in a school function that he would eventually turn into an animated film?
Okay. Let's see here. So, Snow White. I'm gonna say, let's go Prince Charming.
Oh, not a bad guess. He portrayed Peter Pan.
Ah,
Mike,
wow.
I'm going to butcher this name, so I apologize. Saint Eligius, Eligius, was the central location on what 80s television show?
You spell that again?
Eligius.
Saint Eligius. 80s television show.
Eligius makes a lot more sense there. You're right.
I don't actually know, but I'm just going to say Saint Elsewhere.
Saint Elsewhere is the correct answer.
Okay. That's how you got Saint E, and I was like, 80s. Okay.
Wow.
Right. Arthur, what book is a sweeping epic set in London and Paris before and during the French Revolution?
So I love that you call me Arthur because when I'm on Albert, they always confuse us too.
Sorry.
It's great. So can you repeat the question? Sorry.
My bad, Albert. What book is a sweeping epic set in both London and Paris before and during the French Revolution?
Before and during the Revolution. Well, it's I'm going to say Les Mis, but that is not correct.
No, we're looking for A Tale of Two
Cities. Damn it, I knew it before. Okay. Yep.
Mike, what band recorded a disco version of the Star Wars Cantina theme in 1977? Everyone needs to stop the podcast now and go listen. We'll wait.
Yeah, right. I have no idea what this is. It sounds fun though. Yeah, 77 big bands that were doing disco stuff. I'm just gonna say the Bee Gees.
Oh no, that's a band by the name of Mecco. Meco.
Yeah, that was never happening. Okay, but I want to hear that now.
Albert, what is the name of the famous prehistoric cave paintings found in southwestern France that are estimated to be over 17,000 years old?
Oh God, it's like I've seen the documentary. It's like it's with the freaking horses. What the hell is the name of that thing? God, I'm gonna laugh. It's literally just the horses. But I've literally seen the documentary. I know the cave. I know what part of France it is. What the hell is it called? Horse caves. It's like a woolly mammoth or two, and what the hell is it called? Yeah, it's literally called the horse caves in French. I just can't. Do you need me to translate into French?
I need the French translation. That's what it's commonly
Well,
known.
cheval is so it's like cheval is horse in French, but it's not cheval. Chevet caves.
Mike, do you have a guess?
No clue. I was going. It's Chavot. Yeah, Chavot. Kind of. That was all I got.
I was going to pronounce it Lascaux, Lascaux.
Damn it.
Lascaux cave paintings.
All right.
Mike, heading back over to you. What German battleship, which shares a name with the U.S. state capital, was their largest battleship of World War II, but lasted only one operation where it sunk the British battlecruiser, the HMS Hood, only to be pursued and sunk by the British Royal Navy shortly after?
Is it the Bismarck?
The HMS Bismarck is what we're looking for. Albert. Duncan's Toy Chest is a fictional toy store in what 1992 sequel film?
1992 sequel. Boy, why am I blanking? Okay, so it's a toy store. Is that Home Alone 2?
It is Home
Nice
Alone
job.
2.
Jesus.
Nice job.
I thought they went to FAO Schwartz just like Big, but no, I guess not.
Mott, QR codes, first created in 1994, were used as a way to track which of these items. Is it packages at a shipping facility, parts at an automobile assembly plant, or books in a library?
We're looking what they're first used for.
The first use. What were they created for?
I'm going to say auto parts.
Yes, that is correct. Pieces at an automobile assembly factory. Correct. All right, Albert.
Nice.
Heading over to you.
Lucky guess.
Yeah,
The
that was good.
unicorn is the national animal of which European country?
That's where I found out this year by taking 23andMe that I'm 25% from there. So it's Scotland.
Scotland is the correct answer. That does explain the horn. Mike.
Now, would we have also accepted the United Kingdom in that case? This was a discussion point not that long ago. I'm just kidding.
In the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz, now playing at the Sphere in Las Vegas, which of the companions of Dorothy does Dorothy slap?
She slaps the Cowardly Lion for being mean, and that's when she finds out he's cowardly.
That is the correct answer. She slaps the Cowardly Lion.
Is that true? It's playing in Vegas. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're playing at the Sphere right now. Albert, heading over to you. Which of the following MLB teams did not win a World Series during the 1980s? Would that be the Detroit Tigers, the LA Dodgers, or the New York Yankees?
Yeah, so it's going to be the Tigers.
No, the Tigers did.
Tigers won in '84. The Yankees.
Oh my God. I don't know why I thought.
No.
Wow. Okay.
The Tigers with Alan Trammell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Mike, heading back over to you. In what month, current month, or the way it's referred to now, in what month was Julius Caesar assassinated?
Oh, I see. It's March. I'm going to say March.
March is the correct answer. Albert, heading back to you here. Serving from 1991 to 1999, what man was the first president of the Russian Federation?
Oh my God. I'm so pissed that I missed that question because the Dodgers beat the fucking Yankees in 81.
In 81, yep.
Fucking missed that. I can see the stain on his head. I'm just trying to remember what his name was. Gorbachev?
Oh, no, it's Boris Yeltsin.
Boris Yeltsin. Damn it.
Gorbachev is the stain on head guy, but
yeah, damn it. Yeah.
Mike, what is the only number that, when written out in English, is written in reverse alphabetical order?
wow. Okay. 1.
Oh, one. The only. I'm back on my creed.
I was going to say, are we doing this creed bracket or what? Come on.
No.
Albert, we're going to head over to you here.
No stocks.
What country has the highest life expectancy in the world?
I don't care if it's wrong, but it's Costa Rica.
No, it's Japan.
Oh yeah.
I always forget that. That's right.
Mike, what is the legal term for a voluntarily written statement made under oath?
Affidavit?
Affidavit's a correct answer. Albert, who is the Greek god of war and son of Zeus and Hera?
I hate mythology. Okay. I literally do. it's on the tip of my tongue. Why am I blanking? It's not okay. Let me think. Is that Aries?
It is Aries. We were talking about
Nice
Wonder
job.
Woman earlier. Aries is what we're looking for there.
What the hell?
Mike, heading back to you for this next one. A majority of adults have how many permanent teeth?
32.
32 is correct.
Well done.
Albert, what piece of jewelry, first introduced in the 1970s, included liquid crystal display technology?
Watch.
No, we're looking for a mood ring. Mood ring.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Ma, heading over to you. Widely regarded as one of the greatest soccer players of all time, what European nationality was, oh my God, Ferenc Puskas?
I hate this show so
I was
much
gonna
right
say
now.
I was like Albert's like he gets the football question. You've got to be so
Mike, I'll give you a hint. The final for the Champions League is going to be in the stadium named for him. Go for it.
I do not know soccer at all, and for since this is only an audio medium, I just want to set the stage that Albert is also wearing his Manchester United jacket right now. Yeah, he's like I am not I'll occasionally tune into the World Cup, but I know very little about soccer. I honestly don't have a clue. I don't know where the next World Cup is being held.
There's an award named after him too.
So yeah, I mean, I would honestly, I was just gonna without the hint, I was just gonna lock in with England. So.
No, you want to tell him, Albert?
Budapest.
Yep, he's from Hungary.
So Hungarian, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. And Albert, being that you did start and the time ended, we are done with Hot Seat Round 2.
Beautiful.
Albert, you're picking up 5. Mike, you're picking up 11. Your scores right now, 34-42. Mike's got the lead. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. We are moving on to our wager round. Your scores right now, Mike has 42. Albert's got 34. Siege has 0. So, Siege, you're going to be eliminated from the wager round now.
Sorry, buddy.
Completely fair.
Just spot Siege like 10 points and let him play. I mean,
Siege, you want to spot 10 points so you can wager?
What the hell?
At least 10 points.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's go.
yeah. We're glad you're able to join us, Siege. Sorry for all the technical problems.
The hour break was from courtesy of Spectrum.
Oh, lovely.
Send that bad luck down here. I don't need it right now. I'm in the middle of a recording. All right. Here's how your wager is going to work. You're going to be wagering your points on 3 trivia questions. Well, scratch that. You're going to be wagering them just on the categories. So I'm going to read you 3 categories. You can break up your wagers any way that you want based on those 3 categories. You can go all in on one. You can bet 0 across the board. You can split it up however you want among those 3 questions. But here's the catch. 1, you must wager whole numbers only. That means no negative wagering, Mike. No fractions, no numerals. And 2, your total wager aggregate among the 3 cannot exceed the total amount of points that you have right now. So, Mike, you cannot go above 42. Albert cannot go above 34. Siege cannot go above 10.
Did you just say no numerals?
I might have.
I'm
sober.
Be fair, he hasn't been drinking.
I know it was just really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your wager round categories?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Category number 1 is in World Wars. Category number 2 is food. Category number 3 is in Broadway. Again, World Wars, food, and Broadway.
Now, Chris, as a point of clarification, the
Broadway
answer,
shows, not the actual street.
no, for the World Wars category, the answer is going to be more complex than just 1 or 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Maybe, but
yes.
it's not guaranteed to be basically a 50-50 shot. That it affects the calculus of wagering.
The answer is not World War I or World War II. Well, hold on. Before this episode comes out, or World War III, in case we're there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah, we got a couple weeks going, so yeah.
All right. Wagers are locked in. Let's go question by question through this, starting with question number 1. Your category was World Wars. Taken from the name of the then Minister of War in France, what name was given to a series of concrete fortifications, obstacles, and weapons installations built by France in the 1930s? That term is now often used as a metaphor for expensive efforts that offer little more than a false sense of security. All right. Moving on to question number 2. Your category was food. What man, a former Confederate soldier from Kentucky, wrote and distributed the book, quote, Adventures in Good Eating in 1935, that featured restaurants and signature dishes that he visited throughout the U.S. when he worked as a traveling salesman? Following the success of the book, he sold his name and the title of his book to the Nebraska Consolidated Mills. The brand bearing his name, often associated with baking, is now owned by Conagra Foods. Name this man. We are moving on to question number 3. Here we go. Quote, always look on the bright side of life, for life is quite absurd, and death's the final word, is a quote from a famous 1979 comedic film. That first sentence is also the title of a song that both kicks off Act 2 and acts as the reprise at the end of what musical that earned Tim Curry a Tony nomination for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Musical in 2006. All right, we're going to go question by question through this, starting with question number 1. Category was World Wars, taken from the name of the then Minister of War in France. What name was given to the series of concrete fortifications, obstacles, and weapons installations built by France in the 1930s? This term is now often used as a metaphor for expensive efforts that offer little more than a false sense of security. Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, first off, I'm going to blame this entire wager round on the 12% ABV Fat Elvis that started off this episode. Of these 3 categories, none of which I felt super confident on. I, for some reason, felt the most confident on World Wars. I wagered 15 on this one. I did not, honestly, this just was not getting me anywhere. I ultimately I tried to find a French word. I picked facade.
Albert, your answer and your wager.
This is going to be a complete guess. Having visited the World War II Museum there in New Orleans, the only thing that I can remember even remotely being French, and I don't even know if I have the word right, is it's like the Maginot lines. I just put Maginot.
Sake.
I'll help him out.
Well, Albert, what was your wager?
I put 0 because war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
There you go. Siege.
Say it all.
It is the Maginot line.
Maginot. As soon as you said it, the Maginot line.
It's the Maginot line. And I wagered 5.
Yep. I should have gotten that one right away.
Damn it.
My brain just wasn't there.
Maginot line is what we're looking for there. So, Albert, your score doesn't change. Mike, you're down 15. That brings you down to 27. And Siege, you pick up 5. That brings you to 15. So, Albert, right now you are in the lead. Moving on to question number 2. What man, a former Confederate soldier from Kentucky, wrote and distributed the book Adventures in Good Eating in 1935 that features restaurants and signature dishes that he visited throughout the U.S. when he worked as a traveling salesman. Following the success of the book, he sold his name and title of his book to the Nebraska Consolidated Mills. That brand bearing his name, often associated with baking, is now owned by Conagra Foods. Name this man. Siege, let's start with you. Answer and wager.
I have no answer. I was thinking about something funny, and I realized that I really didn't have anything funny for this because Confederates really, in general, weren't all that fun.
100%.
And unfortunately, I wagered 5. So what I lost or what I gained on the last one, I lose it right back. So, yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Mike, what was your answer and your wager?
Well, you said, like, first when you talk about Confederate soldier and food, my brain immediately goes to Pemberton, the creator of Coca-Cola, but otherwise that didn't fit the clue at all. So I had nothing, and I only wagered 4 on this one. It's my least confident category. I don't cook, I don't bake, I barely eat. So I ultimately locked on, okay, think of baking. I threw out Pillsbury, but I had no idea.
All right, Albert, your answer and your wager.
So I'll give Mike some credit because the last time I was on, I just wagered everything on one round, and he's like, "Yeah, I used to do that, but then to wipe out and then or like crush everybody, so I'm not going to do that." So, Mike, I'm doing the same thing. I'm actually split this between this and the Broadway. So the only name I could think of that was male originally with this question, I thought it was going towards like a Colonel Sanders, like KFC question.
Yep.
But way before, there's no way that it would have been a Civil War. So the only name I can think of that's a man's name that has to do with baking, and I actually love cooking, so I 100% wanted to put all in on this. But I went as a guess, Duncan Hines.
Duncan Hines is a correct
Nice
answer.
job.
Very nice.
Nice job.
Oh,
Had I known that Duncan Hines was now owned by Conagra, that would have helped.
had no idea.
Yeah.
It's like Betty Crocker, not going to do it. Like Pillsbury is a really good pull. I didn't even think of that. Like, yeah.
It clearly wasn't. I didn't think it. I didn't think it. I was sitting there going, I can't even name baking product right now. Again, I am blaming the beer. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I would not have pulled Duncan Hines. That was a nice pull.
I almost had cake in there instead of baking, but that
would have done it for me.
Oh yeah,
that would have put it a little too close.
Yeah.
For me.
I don't bake, and I don't really eat baked goods. So
if I said cake, it's Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines are the only 2 cake brands I can name. So we're moving on to question number 3. The category is Broadway, the bright lights. Quote, "Always look on the bright side of life, for life is quite absurd, and death's the final word," is a quote from a famous 1979 comedic film. That first sentence is also the title of a song that both kicks off Act 2 and acts as the reprise at the end of what musical that earned Tim Curry a Tony nomination for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Musical back in 2006. Siege, you locked in rather quickly, so we're not going to go to you yet. Mike, let's start with you. What was your answer and your wager?
Well, the way you started off the question, I'm already in Monty Python territory. And so even though I've never seen the musical, the time period was about right, and I think Tim Curry was in it, so I just locked in with Spamalot.
And your wager?
And I wagered 8 on this one.
Siege, your answer and your wager?
Well, I had no more points to wager, which was unfortunate because this is absolutely Spamalot. Always look on the bright side of life, being probably the best known of all the Python songs, other than the Universe song. But
Every Sperm is Sacred?
Well, yeah. But,
Yeah.
When you get Eric Idle singing Always Look at the Bright Side of Life at Graham Chapman's
True.
Funeral.
Yeah.
Memorial service or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I had no points to wager, so it doesn't really matter.
CJ, had you done better in the hot seat round, you would have had some more points to wager.
This is very true. I went over on the hot seat round. It's just kind of the way of things.
Albert, your answer and your wager.
Yeah, so the same way that Mike was painting the scene, that I have a Manchester United jacket on right now, and I've got a jersey behind me. I also have a Les Mis poster behind me, and around the corner is Phantom of the Opera. So I split my wager of my 34 points. I split it between food and Broadway. I had no idea that he was actually in this, so I'm the best worst Broadway fan. But having seen Spam-A-Lot, it's 100% Spam-A-Lot.
It is Spam-A-Lot. So Spam-A-Lot tells basically the story of what Monty Python movie?
Not Life of Brian, which is what Always Look on the Bright Side of Life.
Yes, that's why it's weird. Because Always Look on the Bright Side of Life is from Life of Brian.
Yeah.
But Spam-A-Lot's the correct answer. So all three of you got the last one right. Congratulations. And I'm willing to bet if you look at your Learning League stats, Albert, aside from you, Broadway is probably a middling to bad subject for most people, or theater in general.
Theater's on probably my lower third. Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed I've looked at our rundle at least, Mike, and it's low on pretty much everybody.
Yeah, my lowest is like classical music and art and stuff like that.
Oh, mine's math. I've got one math.
Yeah, math. Thank you.
I majored in math, so I think it's about mid-range for me.
Wow.
But, well, your scores are as follows. In third place, Siege. You gained none, you lost none. You finished with 10 points. Mike, you came in with the lead. You're leaving with 31 points. Albert, smart wagering there at the end.
Nice
gives
job.
you a 68 to 31 to 10 win, my friend.
Great game.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like I should have had Mike's questions from the start. That's with the imposter that had my movies round. Yeah, pretty good.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, everyone have a good time tonight?
Great time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Better now that I'm here, back in.
You missed the hot seat round one. Oh, I want to do it as a pregame. Maybe we'll sit down for a little bit afterwards. Siege, I do want to give you a chance to go through the halftime round to see how many of those you would have gotten.
Okay.
So, we'll throw a little bonus episode out after this episode ends. It'll appear only on our Patreon feed. So if you want to listen to that or any of our other bonus content, patreon.com/PTEBB is the best. And actually, scratch that, only place to do it, unless you're on the streets of New York and you find one of those random PT network CDs they sell on the corner. We don't get any money from those though, so please don't.
The bootlegs, yeah,
the bootlegs. I couldn't think of that term, Mike. Thank you. Which, by the way, is how I watched the first 3 Star Wars movie and Sammy the Way at Sea Lion.
I love that story.
It's one of my favorite stories, and I remember my grandparents very fondly for it because they weren't paying full price. All right, you know what? You heard enough from me. Check the show notes for all of our other information. For the pub trivia experience, I have been Chris.
I've been Mike.
I've been Albert.
And I was partially Siege.
We will see you next week. Until then, have a good one.